Hello, my name is Daniel Audu. I teach English language in NTIC. I'm here to review JAMB Past question 2015. All right, welcome to the class. Let's begin with comprehension. Let's read it. There are many different approaches to conflict management, each of which may have utility in particular circumstances. A great deal of scholarship has been devoted to analyzing how and in what situations different approaches can be applied most effectively. Conflict management approaches can be classified into two broad categories. Firstly, on the basis of the level of escalation which the particular conflict is being managed. In this sense, one can distinguish between the peaceful and the military approaches. The trademarks of the peaceful approach are negotiation, verbal persuasion, use of inducement, denial of privileges, and subtle manipulations short of the use of physical forces, while those of the military approach relate to the use of physical coercion. The use of physical force could be by a party to the conflict or third party to promote one side's interest, impose a settlement, or create a situation in which diplomatic negotiations can occur. Secondly, conflict management approaches can also be classified according to the status of the participants in the bargaining process. For example, a conflict could be managed through negotiation, that is, direct bargaining by the parties involved in the conflict, or through mediation, that is, with the help of a third party. Okay, question number 1. The expression third party as used in the passage means A, politician, B, intruder, C, conformist, D, mediator. And the answer is D. A third party is a mediator. Let's go to number 2. From the passage, it can be deduced that A, all nations adopt the peaceful approach. B, all nations prefer the peaceful approach. C, prevailing circumstances push a warring nation to sue for peace. D, conflicts are noted for facilitating opportunities. Now, option C is the correct answer because in the passage, it is stated that when there is a conflict between nations, mediators adopt different strategies to bring the conflict to an end. Number 3, which of the following statements can be inferred from the passage? A, the approach to employ in conflict management depends on the state of affairs. B, only one conflict management approach can be applied in all situations. C, all conflict management approaches can be applied in all situations. D, there is a general disagreement among scholars on conflict management. Option A is correct because it is stated in the passage that there are many different approaches to conflict management, each of which may have utility in particular circumstances. Number 4, according to the passage, the different approaches to conflict management are A, pernicious, B, uniform, C, misleading, D, fundamental. Option D is the correct answer because fundamental means very important or key. The other options have meanings that do not fit into the overall message of the passage. Number 5, The word utility as used in the passage means A, difficulty, B, attitude, C, usefulness, D, management. Option C is the correct answer. Utility in this context means usefulness. Each of the conflict management approaches has usefulness in different circumstances. Number 6. The word couched as used in the passage means A, arranged, B, expressed, C, modified, D, itemized. Unfortunately, couched is not used in the passage, but the closest word to it here means modify. Therefore, modify should be taken, even though it is not mentioned in the passage. Questions 11 to 20 are based on register. Now let's read the passage. Before now, students bumped onto career by chance or through the insistence of parents. These parents had preconceived notions of insignificant, prestigious, inferior, debased professions and gave little consideration to their children's interests, aptitude, knowledge, and skills. Students' career decisions were also influenced, hampered, subdued, rejected by the type of secondary schools they attended. Before government takeover of schools in 1971, over 80% of elementary and secondary schools were privately owned and competition was high, minimal, low, moderate among these schools. Each strived to carve an attitude, image, effort, avenue for herself by excelling in sports or academics, and students often ended up in engineering, medicine, the science, and law. Junior students tried to appreciate, emulate, reject, denounce the career choices of their seniors. This spirit of rivalry among mission and private schools waned, heightened, intensified, increased with the government takeover of schools. Government's involvement in career development is beset with many problems. One of such problems is the mild, acute, slow, average shortage of professional career development officers. These few officers are seldom, usually, often, frequently given the opportunity to practice. If the government of Nigeria has lauded, muffled, mumbled, enunciated a guidance and counseling policy, it must be pointed out that emphasis is still at the secondary level of education. This situation rejects, approves, contradicts, verifies the current view that career development should start at the pre-primary level and continue till adulthood. Now let's go to the correct answers here. Now you can look. Number 11 is prestigious. Number 12 is influenced. Number 13 is high. Number 14 is image. Number 15 is emulate. Number 16, wind. Number 17, acute. Number 18, seldom. Number 19, lauded. 20, contradicts. So, these are the appropriate registers to be used in this passage. Let's move on. Now we're going to do the text, the reading text, as recommended by JAMB. Now, question number 21. The information that Efura's diary had been leaked to all in the school was first made known to her by A. Carol, B. Answer, C. Nene, D. Joke. Carol was the one that leaked the information. Number 22. What do you want? Doesn't it offend your pure, gentle soul to be sitting beside me? In the excerpt above, pure and gentle soul refer to A. Nene, B. Jimmy, C. Efua, D. Answer. Nene is the one that is being referred to in that manner in the text. 23. What did Answer do when Efua was introduced to him for the first time? In the text. A. He smiled sheepishly. B. He murmured awkwardly. C. He snubbed her. D. He embraced her. He murmured awkwardly is the right answer. 24. After graduation, Nene hoped to study what? A. Accountancy. B. Law. C. Architecture. D. Education. Accountancy is what Nene hoped to study after graduation, as recorded in the text. Number 25. At one time, the closeness between Jimmy and Wole heightened because they wanted to A. Contend with Jimmy's adversaries at Focado High School. B. Unite against the bullying of the eldest brother. C. Present a common front in their quest to learn at school. D. Practice the act of dancing in the school choir. A. Contend with Jimmy's adversaries at Focado High School is the appropriate answer as recorded in the text.